Time is the measure of our existence in this universe. Imagine if the flow of time halted. What would be our fate when the clock hands stop, not due to mechanical failure, but because the very notion of before and after loses meaning? Atoms cease to oscillate. Sun shadows stand still. The sand no longer falls. If every clock falls silent at once, the question is no longer, what time is it? But rather, has time ever existed as we believe it did? What if I told you there's a place in the universe where time actually stops flowing? And what if, just beneath that surface, exists a point where all the physical laws we know completely break down? Before we unveil the secrets of the universe and embark on this journey of scientific discovery together, take just 1 second to subscribe. Your support is the driving force that allows us to dive deeper into research and create high-quality science films so we can better understand the cosmos together. I'm Kailer. This is Minto. Today, together, we'll take a thought journey to the final frontier of reality.
Final frontier? You're talking about
The event horizon and what lies deep within it. Let's start with the simplest question. What does the actual boundary look like?
looks like a hole edged with light.
No, Minto. What you're seeing is a beautiful optical illusion. Light from behind is bent so severely it forms a perfect ring. But look closer. This isn't a surface. There's no matter here. Just a mathematical point of no return. Initiate observation of spacetime curvature.
The stars are being pulled into a perfect ring.
That's right. In Einstein's language, this is known as the Schwarzschild solution, an exact answer to the field equations where mathematics ceases to be abstraction and becomes a map of reality. As the terms collapse, only the fundamental relationship between mass, space, and time remains. And at a specific radius, the Schwarzschild radius, all familiar coordinate systems break down. Time stretches toward infinity. Space is compressed to its ultimate limit. At that boundary, nothing can return. This is the event horizon, the line where the universe closes itself to observation. From Einstein's equations, space-time is no longer an abstract concept. It takes form as a living surface capable of bending, capable of distortion. A mass appears at the center, and instantly the grid begins to sink. Not because of a conventional force, but because the very geometry of the universe is being curved. The closer we approach the center, the deeper the curvature becomes. Paths are no longer straight. Motion is no longer a choice. Everything, light, time, even causality, is guided by the shape of space-time itself. And then, at a precise radius, the curvature turns vertical. This is not a wall, not a physical surface. but a geometric boundary where every possible path through spacetime points inward. This is the event horizon. Time for the falling observer continues as usual, but to the outside universe, it slows and then freezes forever. No signal can return. No information can escape, not because the black hole devours light, but because space-time has closed in on itself. Minto, to understand the event horizon, you must look at the universe through two different lenses. Alex, an astronaut, drifts toward a black hole. For him, time flows normally. No barrier, no warning. But from afar, Bob sees Alex slow down. Each second of Alex stretches toward infinity in Bob's eyes. The motion appears frozen. Alex feels nothing unusual. The event horizon does not divide matter. It divides observed realities.
Mr. Kailer, from Bob's point of view, does that mean he will never truly reach the horizon?
Exactly. Due to extreme gravitational time dilation, Alex would fade, redshift, until vanishing from view. But from Alex's perspective,
if that's the case, then would he pass through it?
without even noticing, no wall, no barrier, just a point in space-time after which all paths lead inward.
If we were to send a probe, equipped with sensors to that place, what would happen, Mr. Kailer?
It would send back final signals, frequency dropping, time between signals lengthening, until the final signal stretched to infinity, a goodbye that never ends.
That's the final fate of anything crossing that boundary?
Only the first part of the story, because beyond the event horizon lies something even Einstein refused to believe existed. A place where density becomes infinite and every law of physics we trust can no longer answer the question, what happens next? Not because the universe is silent, but because our science is not yet able to listen. The singularity. Here, density becomes infinite. Space-time curvature infinite. Every physics equation returns infinity. This is no longer science. This goes beyond the limits of scientific inquiry. A singularity is not exactly a physical place. It is the boundary beyond which our understanding can no longer go. When every quantity approaches infinity, the laws no longer predict. They merely acknowledge failure. Space is no longer space. Time is no longer time. What exists here is not an answer, but a gap in human understanding. And at this point of light, the universe forces us to confront an unsettling truth. Science has not ended, but here it cannot yet continue.
Infinite? But nothing's truly infinite in the universe. That's just math's limit.
The right question. The singularity is a warning. Einstein's general relativity is incomplete. It doesn't include quantum mechanics. Here, at this point, we need a theory of everything. This could be a gateway to another dimension, or just the end. We don't know. And that's precisely the problem. And then there's the information paradox. Quantum information cannot be destroyed. But if everything falls into the singularity, where does that information go?
It goes away, but where does it go in space if it isn't destroyed?
When the book crosses that boundary, its contents are not simply erased. They are torn apart, encoded, stretched into traces that grow ever fainter. Perhaps the information is inscribed on the event horizon, or dispersed within the radiation escaping from the black hole. This paradox has no final resolution yet. One of modern physics' greatest paradoxes. Stephen Hawking debated this for decades. Could information be encoded on the event horizon, or does it escape to other dimensions?
If that truly happens, would we never be able to fully know the truth about this universe?
Perhaps this is the ultimate limit of human knowledge? Or maybe it is just the beginning of a greater understanding. The event horizon isn't just a physical boundary. It's a symbol for the limits of understanding. Where we face the truth, some questions have no answers yet.
And that is the singularity?
Where pure thought replaces observation, where we must imagine before we can observe. That might be the greatest lesson. The universe always holds mysteries. And our job is to keep questioning. We may never cross an event horizon, may never understand a singularity, but in seeking answers, we've expanded our own horizons.